Psalm 13. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? The poem begins by reflecting on the opening, where the poet feels that God is distant and hidden during times of trouble, asking, God, where are you? This feeling is connected to the suffering of the Jewish people during the Holocaust, a time when they might have similarly questioned God's presence. Yet from a human perspective, the survival and re-establishment of the Jewish nation after 2,700 years is presented as evidence of God's care, contrasting with the short 12-year duration of Hitler's regime. Like the poet, one should pour out their heart to God and share burdens with a trusted community. Persist in prayer. The poet never abandoned prayer or faith, despite his struggles. The ultimate result was a return to praising God. God communicates with us through prayer, maturing our spiritual life. God's no to a request can be for a greater good. Trust God's plan. Rather than complaining about enemies, which can be people, circumstances, or illness, and demanding their removal, true faith involves trusting that God has our best interests at heart. Look on me and answer, O Lord my God, give light to my eyes. The perspective of unbelief. A person without faith focuses only on external circumstances, threats, and their own inadequacy. This leads to fear, panic, and a negative outlook, as seen with Elisha's servant who saw only the enemy army, and the 10 spies who saw themselves as grasshoppers compared to the giants in Canaan. A person with faith sees beyond the physical reality. They perceive God's presence, power, and love. This is illustrated by Elisha, who saw the heavenly army, and Joshua and Caleb, who were confident they could take the land. Faith trusts in God's ability to act, even when his actions do not align with personal desires. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. As the poet draws closer to God, he gains a deeper understanding of God's character and experiences his love, a love that is eternally faithful and unconditional. Unlike human love, which can fail, God's love remains steadfast, even in our suffering. It is through this intimate communication, like prayer, that God transforms us and fosters our spiritual growth. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. It encourages giving thanks and praising God even during painful trials, which is far more difficult than during happy times. This is possible because of a deep trust in God's unchanging, faithful character, that he never gives bad things to his children. By drawing near to worship him, fear disappears and the enemy flees. A key source of comfort is the knowledge that Jesus, as our high priest, understands our weaknesses because he was also tempted. He now stands at the Father's right hand, constantly interceding for us.